Dude, I'm fucking nervous, dude. I haven't seen you in
I know, man. That's the other thing. It's like
I haven't seen you in like a long, like, I guess it would be high school one act stuff. Maybe,
it was like maybe one. I think maybe there was a few times like you might have gone to True Love when I was still working there.
Did you worked at True Love?
Yeah.
Then yeah, maybe.
I was a bouncer and a bartender, and I was the worst fucking bouncer in the world. It's like I don't have a mean bone in my body.
Just like, can you leave, please?
I only kicked somebody out once, and it was some tiny dude who was like falling asleep at a table, and I patted him on the back, and I was like, "Hey, bud, time to go."
Oh,
he goes, "Okay," and that was it.
You never had anybody just go, "Hey, what the fuck?" Like,
no. Most time people just see 6'4", 350-pound me, and they're like,
just like, yeah.
And I'm like, you could walk all. I'm a fucking doormat. You can walk all over me.
You are humongous. You are all like, you are like in a good way. Like you're a fucking barbarian style person. Like, you were always tall.
I was scrawny as fuck.
You were very scrawny, but like you clearly just fucking. You've been, I don't know what you've been doing.
I gained the freshman 50 my freshman year at college, and then I got married, and I was like, well, I don't have to try anymore. Locked it in. She's not going anywhere. Divorce is too expensive. Great, now I'm out of breath.
Welcome to Worst Impressions. I am your host, Eric Anderson, and I've got a very special guest with me. I'll introduce him in just a second. If you'd like to support this show, please join our Patreon at Worst Impressions with Eric Anderson at patreon.com. If you want to support us in the free way, in the absolute total free, no cost to you, please share this show. Please share a link. Share a funny reel you see. Share a funny TikTok you see from the show with your friends. Maybe your family. Maybe not. I don't know. But yes, I appreciate anything and all support I get. I love my patrons. Thank you very much. And let me introduce you to Coleman Swoveland still? Yes. I'm hoping. Coleman Swoveland.
Hello. Oh, wait, sorry. Hello. Have you seen that video of Joe Biden?
Probably.
He's like at the Lincoln Memorial. It slowly zooms in on him. He looks like he doesn't know where he's at.
What?
And then he goes, "Hello." Like, that's the whole fucking video. I greet everybody like that now, and no one ever catches it.
He's like, I'm taking notes. I was like, okay, hello, all right.
Hello.
Dude. So, before I tell them who you are and how I know you, were you nervous about coming here?
Absolutely, yeah.
I was nervous about you being here. Like, because I haven't, we were so, okay, so this fucking guy.
Me guy.
We were, as we described, best friends. And I definitely third grade, second grade as well.
I think second grade we knew of each other, but we didn't have the same class.
We didn't have the same class, but we smelled each other.
Right.
We got a scent of the nerd in the other room.
Yeah. The absolute, yeah.
So we became best friends. How did we become best friends?
So we had our third grade teacher together, and
That's
Man,
right.
I can't even remember like how it came about. Um, I wanted to say that probably one of us came up to the other like, you like Pokemon and Digimon?
Dude, Pokemon brought people together.
Absolutely.
Fucking, it'll like if we want to unite this country.
Get back on Pokemon Go, even though they're stealing your information.
Yeah, it's like, well, maybe Pokemon has become the enemy we've always.
To be fair, they were very open about it. They're like, hey, we're going to be tracking you guys. They're like, I don't fucking care. I can catch a Blastoise. You didn't give a shit.
They were very like, we are explicitly tracking every footstep.
That's fine.
Do you accept?
Yeah, let me keep fucking. I'm driving. Let me catch the Blastoise.
Oh my god, dude! Staying under what was it like 2.5 mph or something
like
to just roll, so you didn't have to walk.
Yeah,
oh, man.
And they're like, you're not supposed to be doing this while you're driving. You're like,
yeah.
I'm not driving.
Oh my god! What made it kind of ruined for me was I think it was called spoofing. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. It's where you could download some bullshit and you could be like, I'm in China or like I'm somewhere else, and then
NordVPN for Pokemon Go.
Yeah, they're like, I knew people that did it, and I was like, guys, I was like, well, now this is ruined because you guys have all of these regional variants, and I do not, and I don't want to download that.
There's min-maxing the fuck out of it. Yeah, as nerds do. But yeah, it was something that we both had a shared interest in, and
absolutely
then from there just blossomed.
Oh, an awesome blossom. Yeah, we were super tight, and then you made the decision to move away. Yep. You told your family, I'm moving.
Like, listen up, Joyce and Jay. All right, we're done with China Spring. Right?
Yeah, dude,
we're moving on.
And it's like, and also fuck Eric in particular.
Yeah. Fuck all of them.
It's like he doesn't deserve you, so we're taking you away.
Exactly.
And so that sucked. I had to fully reconstruct who I was. I know, infiltrate other circles.
Right.
Oh,
had to go up to the girl that Lucas liked and be like, he likes you. And then you'll be like, that's how I'll get him next time.
Yeah, dude, I made a lot of friends that way, dude. It's so easy. So fucking easy. I was like, I'm going to isolate you from any possibility of getting a girlfriend. So that way you have no choice but to be friends with me.
I'm your only choice.
Yeah. So what, and as nature goes, we grew separately in parallel universes, basically.
Yeah.
And what happened to you during that time? Between and I guess during that time, I mean from then to probably, I guess, high school.
Right. I remember writing you a few letters. Specifically, I remember one time I had written you. This was before cell phones were a thing. We had the house phones.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I was like, I'm gonna write a letter to Eric because I miss him so much. And I remember in the letter, I made a reference to Evan Almighty, or no, it was Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, Evan was probably not out yet at the time.
Bruce Almighty, the funniest shit ever.
Awesome.
At the time, Jim Carrey is like writing the prompt for Steve Carell as he's trying to do a news broadcast. And then he goes, "My little nibbles went to France," and my God, that was just like
shook you to the core.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a core memory for me. It was the funniest thing I'd ever heard in my fucking life. I wrote it down on the letter, and then my mom was like, "What the fuck does this mean?" I'm like, "No, it's from a movie, Mom. It's from a movie." It's like, okay, well, you need to put in parentheses, but at that point, I'd already written the entire letter, so I had to write real tiny up above, like, it's from Bruce Almighty.
Dude, that's so funny. So funny. I probably hadn't even seen the movie at that point. Did I write you back?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I probably did not.
It's fine.
My mom was probably just like, postage? She's probably just like, I don't think so.
I mean, postage is expensive. Yeah. It's like, just call him, you weirdo. Like, that's cheaper. No, so from third grade to high school, I went to Robinson,
And
home of the Rockets.
Yeah, so still like a Waco tech, like for those that are out of city, it's a Waco, Texas suburb.
Yeah.
Basically, I would say suburb. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And yeah, it was. I mean, still 3A, which is like for those that are outside. It's like
how big the school
is, and that also dictated that if we competed in things against each other, like you would put similar size schools against each other for UIL events, sports, alt academics, all that stuff. And we did end up being rivals in theater, I think. Yeah. And what that was called UIL. I don't even know what that stands for. United Intergalactic Learning.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And when I saw you there competing in one act play, I was like, oh my God, we did grow. Like like I was like, it was like parallel. We're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We grew the same way.
Exactly. With like minor differences. I think you did choir.
Definitely
and then
choir.
I was a tennis kid.
You were tennis.
Yeah.
But you were a band kid.
Oh yeah,
no?
marching band too. Now it's coming back to me that you were not a marching band kid.
Yeah, I was aggressively and staunchly against the band kids. Even though I was friends with so many of them.
I mean, to be fair, they're a bunch of autistic fucks. So like it's understandable if you don't want to be friends with them. Like they're tough to be
Dude,
around.
Yeah. I'll be over here with the theater kids. I'll show them how stupid they are.
Yeah.
Oh, you silly band nerds. Oh, why don't you do something real or, I don't know, serious with your life, like the theater. Oh, my God.
It's funny you say that, just knowing how many people that I went to like college with who were theater majors versus the music majors, and like the music majors being far more successful.
I'm sure.
The theater people are like, it's rough. It's rough out here.
It's like there is it's zero employment. Nothing at all that even wants you at all. It's honestly just.
Do you like community theater? Because that's all you're gonna fucking do. Well, hopefully not. If you're a theater major out there, live your dreams.
There's still hope out there. I'm with you. So, what was your So, what did you see when you first? Because I guess that was the first time you saw me in a long time. I know how I felt, but how did you feel seeing me for the first time?
I remember because y'all's theater program at China Spring had far more budget than Robinson had.
We somehow the teacher did. She was able to pull some serious cash. In some ways, yeah.
Because I remember y'all did Robin Hood, I believe. Yeah. And the year that y'all did Robin Hood, we did. It was either we did Persephone or we did A Doll's House. If it was A Doll's House, that was such a stupid play. But Persephone was, I think that was when our theater director realized, like, oh, I can't do these boring as fuck geriatric plays and expect to win. Yeah,
you know, it's so much of it is picking the show, and picking it with who. And here's another thing. You have to pick the show, if you're the teacher or the director, you have to pick the show in hopes that the correct people that you think are going to play those roles at the beginning of the year or whatever, whenever you pick it, stick around to do it and stick through. Like, otherwise you just it's like, okay, well, we have no lead. Like, there's like this, like, we have to kind of shoehorn somebody that literally doesn't fit it, make it work somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, my first thoughts when I saw, I guess, you and the entire crew doing Robin Hood, I was so fucking jealous.
Really?
Yes,
dude.
I was like,
I could have been there if you guys hadn't moved me.
Yeah, and me being a hormonal high schooler, I'm just like, it's Eric's fault. He did this. And now I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Past me, like, he was in a better school than you were. So yeah, at that point I was like,
I did, when I saw you, I was like, oh my God. Like I was like, there's two feelings. one is like, wow, like what could have been? Like we could have been still fucking around just based on geography.
Right.
like we could have
Right.
been still doing the same shit. The other thing was like, all right, I'm here to destroy. I have found my shadow. What the fuck is the Sonic? I don't watch like
Shadow.
dark,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
like dark alternate version of me. It's like that's my shadow
Yep.
version.
Totally fair, because I felt the same way.
It's like, and here it begins. Like just like, and so it begins. Just, taking it so seriously. I took it way too as if it was a sport.
Right.
I was not. I know there's plenty of theater folks and kids, and they treat it as like everyone's making art together, and I'm just like,
that.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I hope you.
Fuck that. I'm gonna get best actor, and I'm gonna get the best supporting cast.
Break a leg, more like actually break both your fucking legs, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how I felt too.
Like bringing that energy is so bad because like then it kind of, I'm not going to take responsibility for. I feel like somebody else in our program kind of influenced that that energy, but I definitely took it and ran with it. And yeah, I was like, oh, later on in life I was just like, it is not a competition.
Bunch of high school kids who are,
dude, it was crazy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my high school career.
Yeah. So okay. So what did you in let's go in high school? Picture yourself. What did you want to do with your life then?
I wanted to be an actor. Yeah. Definitely wanted to go into the acting biz.
You have the stature. You have big heads. I have a big head. Big heads are big deal, dude.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have a lot of more face to work with, but yeah, I mean you fit it. You could do it.
Right.
Yeah. And anything specific you want to do? Theater or more?
I definitely wanted to do more of the place. Fucking place in Hollywood. And that takes me back to another memory of third grade. I remember our teacher at the very end of the year, she went through every single person in the class and she said what she thought we were going to do with our lives.
Yeah.
And I remember for you, she said Hollywood actor.
Did I really? What?
Yeah.
I said that?
No.
Or
she
said
that she sees you being a Hollywood actor.
Wow.
She got to me and she's like, you're going to make video games. And I was devastated. I was like, fuck, I'm stuck being a video game developer, which now I'm like, fuck, I wish I could develop.
Yeah, dude, honestly, it's like, so that was the money route. Yeah. I'm
like, make one successful indie game and then never make anything ever again.
Dude, fuck, Pal World.
Yeah. Pal World, The Binding of Isaac, Lethal Company.
Yeah.
All of them are just like.
That could have been you, dude.
Yeah. Making all the AAA video game people be like, what the fuck? What are we doing wrong?
If you would have just started in third grade, I mean, what were you fucking doing? You were watching Shrek. I know. This
watching
guy
Shrek eating paint. I don't know.
This guy loved Shrek. Probably still does, right?
Shrek the musical is my favorite musical.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Nice,
absolutely.
Dude.
I fucking love Shrek.
Oh man, hell yeah.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Probably not as much as I love Lord of the Rings, but Shrek is up there.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Brah. But Shrek is so high up there for me. It's very hard to quantify Shrek for me. It means something on a molecular level. Eddie Murphy, Mike Myers.
I get that.
That's so funny, dude. Okay, so come college times, what's happening to Coleman in college times?
So I went to Baylor.
No shit. Oh yeah. You I knew that. And Why'd you want to go? Did you want to go to Baylor? Or
No.
It was just okay.
I went to Baylor because my mom has worked for Baylor since like before I was born.
That's right.
So I had tuition remission, which is essentially your tuition's paid for, but you still have to pay for all the other stuff. Student fees,
the extra
dorms, meal plan, all that. So my freshman year, I was like, well, everybody tells me I need to try Baylor marching band, at least my freshman year. And then come to realize that marching band program and the theater program directly conflict with each other.
Really?
Yeah, they were. You would have rehearsal at the same time as the theater program would.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll just do it my freshman year.
They want you all in on something,
right?
Yeah.
So I remained undecided that year, and then my sophomore year, I had loved marching band so much, and the friends that I had made, I just stuck with it. And then also kind of realizing at that point that theater is a bit of a crapshoot. It's like, if you can make it, awesome.
He's like,
you're probably not gonna make it.
So also, reality is coming into your bedroom in the middle of the night, shaking you. Just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Look here, you dumb motherfucker.
yeah, you dumb motherfucker. What are you doing?
Yeah. So at that point, I was an education major for a little bit until I realized I hate kids.
Dude, wait, you say you hate kids?
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking hate kids, dude.
They're the absolute worst. They're so disgusting.
Okay. All right. Okay. So kids, oh man. It's like I will we're gonna do 30 minutes on kids here for a second. Kids for me, it's like there's a time and a place. I appreciate and love you at a distance. Man, but like, ooh, and people give you so like you don't like kids, and I'm just like, no.
I mean, what fucking millennial does want kids? Like we can't fucking afford it.
Yeah, exactly, dude, exactly.
So I have nieces and I have one nephew, and like I love them. I would do anything for them. But then at the end of the day, they go home.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, cool. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's over. Oh, nuts. Oh man, it's so quiet in my house now. Nuts.
I'll stick with my dogs. Very much.
Yeah, exactly. That is so funny, dude. That's a crazy similarity that we have. Okay. So now what are you doing? What's the deal?
Now I work at the hamburger store.
No shit. Wait, hold on. Give me one second. Push it. Just like bring it towards you. Just a tiny scotch. Perfect.
Test.
Yes, wonderful.
Hamburger, cheeseburger,
Yeah.
French fry waffle. Yeah, I work at the hamburger store, also known as Twisted Root Burger Company. It's a chain burger restaurant, mostly in Texas, mostly only the DFW location.
Nice.
I think we have one store in Florida. Maybe they might have shut it down. We used to have a store in Alabama, but mostly it's Texas.
Okay.
So I'm the general manager for the Waco store. I have what I like to call my MBA, my manager by accident, where when you stay at a restaurant long enough, you run the place.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been at this store now since 2017, so
dude, that's
7 years.
Hey, relax. That's not. It hasn't been 7 years.
Wait, 2017.
No, I know it is. I just don't want to think of it as 7 years, dude.
Hey, chill out, man.
2017 was last year.
Yeah,
dude.
of course. My bad. Of course.
Dude, that's hurting me right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I've been. I've
that's
very much
awesome,
gotten into culinary arts and clearly,
fuck. Yeah, dude.
Cooking, eating, all that good stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
So, what is your favorite? Burgers. Do you cook in your free time?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do?
I do love cooking any Japanese recipes. I make fried rice. I've made okonomiyaki before.
Okay. What is that?
Like, bless you, I think. Okonomiyaki.
I like China.
Sorry, go on.
Is that Trump?
Yes, it is. He unfortunately has a soundbite on here.
Hell yeah.
But go on.
Okonomiyaki is essentially, to put it very simply, a cabbagey pancake. So this
is a hard sell so far.
It's a batter, and you just put a bunch of like shredded cabbage and then a bunch of other ingredients in there, like furikake.
I'm sorry.
Furikake
I must have heard you incorrectly.
Furikake. It is a roasted seaweed and sesame seed topping. It's like a crunchy little topping. But I believe okonomiyaki literally translates to as you want it or something like that, where you kind of just put whatever you want on it. The main thing just being it's a batter with a lot of cabbage in it, and then put whatever toppings on it. Octopus, kimchi, although kimchi wouldn't technically be traditional since that's Korean. Kewpie mayo, a lot of people put that. Okonomiyaki sauce, which is like a Japanese barbecue sauce. Bunch of good stuff on there.
This sounds like something I would have to try.
Yeah.
I would never, if you I'm not being sold on the ingredients.
I get it. It's I enjoy making that. I also really just any sort of new Japanese recipe that I'm like, that's a weird word. I'm gonna try to make that.
That's cool. That's fucking awesome.
I make quesadilla a lot for my employees. Those shredded beef tacos with like the red sauce that you dip it into.
Ooh, okay.
They were like super viral a few years ago.
What is excluding your place of employment, what is your favorite restaurant in the Waco, Texas area?
Fucking McDonald's, baby. No. McRib is back, boys and girls.
Oh my God.
No. Man, that's a tough one. Kind of depends on what we're in the mood for. If I am wanting a burger, because I'm not going to eat a fucking burger at the place I work at.
Yeah.
We go to Keetok.
Dude.
The Waco staple.
People don't know about it. It's so fun to introduce people to it. Like, I'm just like, and just trust me. Just trust me. It's fucking awesome. If someone, I don't know, they don't want to, like, there's a few places like that in Waco where they're just like, they don't want to like expand or whatever.
Yeah.
God, dude. So fucking good.
Yeah, it is. Keetok is a Korean American burger restaurant here in Waco. It's been here for since before I was here. Like my grandparents were going to Keetok. Way back when.
No, I know it like that. Yeah, my parents. My mother has a story of like taking me around that restaurant, and they would say in their accent, they would say big. They would hold me as an infant and say "big white baby."
Wait, your parents would, or the people who work at Keetok?
The people that worked there. My mother would hand me to them because they wanted to hold the big white baby.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you were a big white baby.
Yeah, dude. So I was pretty popular around that.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
It's like that's a big white baby over there.
Yeah. So if I'm wanting a burger,
lifelong
I'll
customer.
Go to Keetok. Hell yeah. If we're wanting like Mexican food, I'll go to either HO in Waco. Or Taqueria La Milpa.
I might not be familiar.
So that one, it's a taco truck that's on La Salle. For those of you who are in Waco and know about all the taco trucks on La Salle, everyone's like, "Oh, Taco Z." They're fine. I think they're a little overrated in my opinion.
Okay.
La Milpa is the way to go. Only because they were the ones who first started doing quesadilla tacos before all the other ones. So like they're hopping on that viral trend.
Hell yeah.
There's something else that they do over there that's like way better than everyone else's. I can't. It's been so long since
We'll have to go. I'm going to be experimenting soon on like on location recordings and then like putting them into the podcast. I think me and you will have to take me to these places and we'll do something like that. That'd be fun.
Hell yeah.
And we'll get some crunch.
Some real ASMR. Get a good mukbang going.
So that's awesome. That's Coleman for you. Now I know other details, like you loved and maybe still do World of Warcraft.
Oh God, yes.
I'm
still playing to this day.
Really? But
Yeah.
I mean, if you've played I would consider you an OG in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you've been playing that long, you kind of have to keep tabs on it.
Yeah, no, I've been playing since vanilla, so and this year is the 20th anniversary.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And so now at this point, I'm like, fuck, I've sunk so much money into this goddamn game. Like, I can't quit now.
It's poison.
Yeah.
It's poison. I can't shake it.
Yeah. So, God, World of Warcraft, man, that's been a huge part of my life. I think I've taken like small breaks, but I've always very consistently played it. Not like most people play it.
Yeah.
Because most people are like, Mythic rating and Mythic Plus and PvP. And I'm like, I just want to collect my mounts.
Yeah.
And my transmogs.
The transmogs.
Yeah.
I'm a transmog lover.
Hell
if you
yeah.
got transmogs in your game, I'm coming to you. Seriously, like I'm all about the skins. That's why Fortnite has a fucking grip on my soul.
Fortnite.
It's brutal, dude. Brutal. So what was your favorite expansion?
Wrath of the Lich King is up there for
dude.
sure.
Even for me, who is not a like WoW lover, Wrath of the Lich King just was the most attractive.
Yeah.
And hit at probably the time that would hit me. Like, you know what I mean? It
Right.
was just like at the right time for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because for everyone, Wrath was great because we're finally facing off against Arthas, who's like the most popular World of Warcraft character next to Illidan.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I think my actual favorite is probably Legion, just because Legion was the point in my life where most of my friends were playing, and because most of my experience playing WoW, I'm by myself. And so just having a bunch of people to play with was a ton of fun for me. I think it was the only time that I ever really got into like the Mythic Plus rating scene.
Yeah.
And then after Legion, everyone kind of drops off, and for the most part, I'm still consistently playing, and I have like 2 or 3 friends who are like, "Oh, I'm playing WoW Classic and Classic Hardcore and all that." I'm like, I'll just stick with the retail and
that's badass. That's badass, dude. That's fucking awesome. Okay, let's jump. Let's do a little lateral here. We got to do the ask. Do you have an impression of a character, of an actor, of a celebrity that you like, an accent that you like to do in your free time that you're fond of, that it can be good, it can be bad, I don't care.
Yeah, I like doing just an unfathomably racist depiction of so this is another thing that I struggled with, like the nerves for coming on here, because like I love doing voices.
Yeah.
And
that was another thing. As kids, we didn't know we were doing it, but we were doing it even back then.
Yeah. I remember Lord of the Rings was coming out whenever we were in 3rd grade. And I was like just going around like Herbits, trying to do Smeagol all the time. Yeah. It's not as good as it used to be because I hit puberty. But no, I'm still
patiently, I can't wait to hit it, dude.
I asked my wife, I'm like, what voices do I do? And she's like, well, you're asking me? I don't know.
I can tell you which ones you did.
What did I?
Definitely Gollum, but also Stitch.
I can't do Stitch anymore.
No,
Ever
dude.
since I hit puberty, it was way too.
But Stitch is coming back into the zeitgeist, dude. It's live action.
Another fucking live action. We'll see.
Live action Nani though. I mean, let's relax.
I'm curious to see who they cast for that.
Hopefully, they are an adult.
Yeah.
Because I think the only way to responsibly cast them is to make her an adult.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they got to have some foresight with that one. No, but my wife, the first one she said was Joe Swanson from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
Dude. Hit it again.
Hey, Peter.
Nice, dude.
And that's really all I can say as Joe, because once I try to do the other stuff, I don't know, just kind of falls off.
That's really good.
But the hey, Peter, I can nail that part.
Everyone when you have a voice that you can do, you always have to have an entrance line.
Right.
Like there's something that gets you into it. Like you can't just, most people can't just raw get into whatever it is.
Right.
They have to have like their little, all right, I do the thing that gets me into it. You know, the
Right.
A Peter gets you in there.
Yeah, that and God dang it, Bobby. Boy, I tell you what.
There you go.
I always thought it'd be funny if Hank Hill was like
gay.
He's I was gonna say he was like a lot raunchier. It was like, God damn, Peggy. that ass is popping. Just something like that.
Put some sugar on those tits. God, let me suck it off.
Why don't you just slap them on my face a little bit, Peggy? God damn.
This is about dang old sugar on her tits.
Man, talking about another dang old fried okra, man. My father-in-law talks exactly like Boomhauer.
Really?
Yeah, I have to like stare him
Slow
directly
him
and be
down.
like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah.
What are you saying right now?
Yeah.
Um,
It is great. They did an insane job with that show. It almost King of the Hill for me is almost a little off-putting because I'm just like, this is just my life. I don't know. Like I'm just like I don't feel comfortable watching a cartoon about it.
yeah, just small town Texas.
It's too close.
Right. I also do. I guess I don't really have a name for it, but it's like talking like a robot.
Whoa.
Hello.
I'm not putting the filter on your voice. I have a robot filter, but yeah, that's all you. That's all natural.
You breathe in instead of like breathing out while you're doing it, so you're kind of like sucking in like, hello, I am a real robot.
Did you ever fuck with Microsoft Sam? Like I am Microsoft Sam.
Yep. My rufflecopter goes swat, swat, swat. Something like that. But anytime that I'm also big into D&D, and anytime I'm a dungeon master, I always have to have some like advanced Tinkertown where the inhabitants are Modrons, which are these tiny little robot dudes, and all of them are just like, hello, welcome.
There you go.
And
dude.
they all sound exactly the same, and the player's like, wait, which one is this? I'm like, they're all the same, just hive mind or whatever.
Have you thought, and you might have, I'm just not plugged in, but have you thought about recording your dungeons, your quests? And
I don't really have a consistent enough group.
It's so fucking hard.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I haven't done it. So, but go on.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just finding a time that
everyone
4 to 5 adults can schedule time off.
I know. Pour one out for me.
I would love to, have something like Critical Role, Dimension 20. A little oversaturated, but it's fun.
Yeah, I think everybody can, and like they're just like the only reason I say have you thought about it is because to me it would give people more of a reason to show up, that it's more like, oh, it's kind of official, like let's show up and do the do the adventure. And because I've thought about it. I'm like, maybe we do something like that. I keep cutting out.
I've noticed that too a little bit.
What the fuck is happening?
It would be cool for sure. Maybe one day. Maybe. You've seen that interview, right?
No.
It's Elijah Wood and Dominic, guy who plays Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? And at one point, Elijah just goes, maybe. What else? I also have kind of a character. Some context is for an old D&D group I was in, where I played as Chester, who was a Tabaxi rogue. Tabaxi are cat people.
Mhm.
And Chester's last name was Chidu with an umlau over the U. And his whole shtick is he wanted to create the most perfect cheesy snack. So like Chester Cheetah. He's a meme character starting off, but like any meme character, once you play with a group for like a few years, that character becomes like an extension of your personality and who you are. But Chester's voice, he'd always talk like, "Fuck you, you're a piece of shit. I fucking hate you. Come here, you." And I base it off of a voice that Oni plays. Did you ever watch their stuff? Chris O'Neill. They're Let's Player. They're best known for animating the "Stop it, Ron." Stop.
Yeah. I know that, but I don't know them.
So he has a voice that's very similar to that. And come to find out, that was his impersonation of Chris Chan, which that's a whole
fuck, dude. Oh man.
If y'all don't know who Chris Chan is,
yeah.
go look up the Geno Samuel documentary. It's like 40 episodes. Each episode's like 40 minutes long. It's amazing. So yeah, Chester was a character based off of like 3 different people. But yeah, I really enjoy doing him. And fuck, I don't know who else I do.
I mean, you've done more than anyone else. Like you
Really?
you have a huge repertoire. It sounds.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you so much for sharing them with us. Hooray! Yeah, dude. I always knew like early on we would do voices together, and it was just going back and forth. Huge part of our upbringing was just like Stitch. Ohana means family.
Vocal stimming at one another.
yeah, exactly.
What about you though?
What about me?
Yeah, give me some.
An impression?
Yeah.
Who do you want?
I don't know. Who do you got?
Well, I do Nick Cage on here a lot. It's the Declaration of Independence. We're going to steal it.
That is really fucking good.
To get he touched the E and the L twice. It's Valley Forge.
You have to put it in the right order.
Yes, exactly.
A, B, C. I fucking love that scene. Nick Cage is a genius. I love him.
He's very special to me. He's one of the most special people I've ever met in my entire life. He's been on the show before. He's a regular. For those that are just listening to this podcast, I come here often. Oh my god! But yeah, he sticks with me. National Treasure was always. It was never a problem when they rolled in the TV and was like, "We're gonna watch National Treasure." Did you guys have that at Robinson?
It wasn't National Treasure. It was always
National Treasure.
Avatar.
What? What?
Avatar for marching band.
They're just killing time.
Literally.
All right, biggest movie, longest movie we can find.
Yeah, so it was either Avatar, Cars, or Ratatouille.
Ooh, I do like a Ratatouille.
Ratatouille's fucking awesome.
That's awesome. Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
Kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
When I was in middle school, I remember that's when we watched it the most, was in middle school, and I remember there's some fucking kid was like, "Oh, Coleman looks like Anton Ego," because at the time I was still scrawny.
Oh, yeah, I could see. Yeah, sure.
Like at the time, I'm like, "Shut up! No, I don't." And now I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm a well-respected critic."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I have, it's like very well paid, obviously. I get to eat. Like, dude, being a food, is your dream to be a food critic?
No, because being a critic now means nothing.
That's true. Everyone's a fucking critic these days.
Exactly. Every fucking Yahoo.
Everybody's got a fucking opinion.
Yeah, and it's always stupid.
Fuck you. Fuck you, dude.
Worthless piece of shit. Yeah, no, I don't want to be a critic. I'd rather just I enjoy making food for people, and
I guess the question is, when food critics was the gig, like I guess like in the 90s, where you went around to all of the nice restaurants, got free food. Like, I mean, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome.
That's the dream.
But I mean, yeah, it definitely devolved.
Yeah.
Devolved. Everybody wants to know, a guy your size, your height, a fucking hulking man, what weapon would you choose in a 50-person battle royale in an arena-style situation, 18 and older, 50 random people selected all across the world? You only get a melee weapon. What do you choose? You got last person standing.
Probably like,
and we'll be right back. No, just kidding. I'm just gonna go for it.
And, this podcast brought to you by our sponsors at Raid Shadow Legends.
Tim's cock pills. We're getting hard. Go for it. Actually, that's my weapon of choice. Is one Hims cock. That'd be an insane ad. It's like, I don't need a weapon. My cock's harder than concrete.
Jesus. Talking diamond in an ice storm. I'd probably pick a maul, just like a big ass hammer. Because when I go to the Ren Fair and I do the strongman challenge thing, where you hit the thing, it hits the bell.
Hit the hammer.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I like it.
I feel powerful.
Yep.
You want to smash people's skulls.
Yep.
Now, what would your strategy in a situation like that be? Would you try to win? Would you try to mitigate killing, or would you go fucking bananas? Rage?
I think it's a lot like when you do a rage room where you start off a little like, and then you start really thinking about some shit.
Yeah,
in your life.
You knock over a geriatric, and then you're just like, well, that kind of felt pretty good.
That felt amazing. I'm gonna keep doing it.
With a weapon that only does severe harm.
Yeah.
Like, there is no middle ground. There's no like, hey, I'm leaving you alone. You're fucked after a hit from that.
I'm breaking some bones for sure. I think a lot of, I don't want to say just men, people in general are just they have that desire of just going out in a last stand. You know?
Yeah. The what men think about when they're on their deathbed is just like, oh yeah, what do we got? Oh, hold on, it's hold on, I got it. It's
you have the
pulling out swords.
Look back at your friends. Fly, you fools!
Don't wait up for me.
Exactly. That's exactly what men want. All right.
I'm gonna take all these shots. all these shots. I'll take all these shots where you guys go on.
Yeah. No, that's what men want more than anything. They want Boromir's death, getting shot in the arrows while protecting the hobbits, or facing off against Durin's Bane.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So yeah, you'd be smashing. You'd be a Hulk smashing some motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. Hulk smash. Didn't you have like the Hulk fists when you were younger?
I don't know. I actually did not have the Hulk fist when I was younger.
Okay. I have a very vivid memory of going to your house, and your mom's boyfriend at the time,
probably.
He like set up this D&D-esque role-playing game, but with Marvel characters.
Dude, yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about.
What the fuck is that game called?
Couldn't tell you. It had like cards. You got a card that it wasn't a deck building sim. It wasn't. You got cards with stats on them, and then you made decisions in small quest like scenarios, like, all right, Dr. Doom is here. What do you do? Or like Magneto is bringing down a building. What do you do? Not Wonder Woman. Fuck. Oh God, I'm a Marvel stan. Sorry, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Like, what would you do? I do not remember what that's called.
It was so cool. My
was
little
before
third grade brain was like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever witnessed.
It was Marvel before Marvel was like the thing.
Right.
So it was OG.
Yeah, real OG before they got silly.
Yeah, silly
Silly with their $200 million budgets and CGI that looks like ass. When you look at Godzilla -1 with their like $10 million budget, it looks amazing.
Right? I know. It's a very, very interesting path that's going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you again for being here.
Yeah.
This is kind of going to be rounding out the end of the year, the entire first year of the podcast. I started like the first episode aired or went online like the first week of January this year. Do you have any holiday wishes, any New Year's resolutions for next year?
I don't really do New Year's resolutions just because I have a tendency to, not follow through with them.
Okay.
I can't remember the statistic, but also like 75% of statistics are made up on the spot.
Yes, and 50% of them are happening right now.
Yeah, but it was something like 85% of New Year's resolutions are like not done after the first month, or like they forget about them. So I'm kind of just like, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. But holiday wishes, I don't know. I hope that the world doesn't suck as much. At least in America right now, we're in a pretty turbulent time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to buy a house, man.
Oh my God, dude.
I hope I get a Lego set.
Oh hell yeah.
Christmas.
Are you a Lego man?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
still get like a little one every now and then, like a little mini set, but I'm
spending dumb money.
Seriously? What's your did you get the Rivendell one?
No, that's the one I want.
That's the one you want?
I want Rivendell and I want Barad-dûr.
Oh yeah, dude.
I got, for my birthday this year, my family all pitched in and got me the D&D set, which is super cool. And I bought a bunch of the Star Wars ones, which like the Star Wars Legos, even though Star Wars is also in a weird place right now.
Dude, I started the Skeleton Crew, like
Skeleton Crew. What is that like another
clone
thing?
As of this recording, I think it came out this week.
Okay. Not good. Yeah, man. That's how the last good Star Wars thing,
dude.
I'm trying to think of. Probably like Mandalorian season 1.
Yeah. That was just like, we're back. We're so back. You know what I mean? Like, we're so back.
That's everything Disney puts out lately. It's like, we're back. Fuck. We're back. Fuck.
Literally, dude. Literally, dude.
Yeah. Mando season 1 was great. Season 2 was forgettable. And then season 3 should have just been like pan in on the Mandalorian logo and then cross it out and then put Bo-Katan the show.
Yeah. It was just her origin story.
Yeah, and I'm like, can we? What? She already got a show. Can we not with this?
Yeah.
I want more of the Baby Yoda.
Exactly.
I want him to throw up a frog. I think it's funny.
Have you ever, or when was the last time this happened? Have you ever embarrassed yourself where you were in a situation where the people around you were not comfortable telling them something happened? For instance, it's like you shit yourself or you hurt yourself or something, and in the situation, it's like a professional situation. They're strangers, but you're stuck with them and you can't quite explain to them because it would be too embarrassing. So you have to like hide it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah. Because like, for instance, like when you're with your friends, like a tight knit group, you can be like, dude, I just like accidentally like ruined my pants. Like I just did some damage. I got to go.
Yeah.
But with strangers or with people you're less comfortable with, that's a whole scene. Like it's like it's a saga in an hour.
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I've got one. So I take Vyvanse every day
Okay.
for ADHD. Vyvanse, for those of you who don't know, is technically an amphetamine. So it's like taking meth every day. And it increases the rate in which that you some of your bodily functions happen. It's like drinking 12 cups of coffee.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, every time I'm driving to work, the moment that my eyes lay upon the big neon signs as Twisted Root Burger Company, my body connects via Bluetooth to the bathroom at Twisted Root. And it's like, you have to shit now. So I have shit my pants before.
Oh,
while trying to get into the building and like trying to let the rest of my employees in at the same time, like unlocking the door, and I'm like, get back, get away from me. Give me a second, okay? I have to turn off the alarm. And then turn off the alarm, open the door, like turn on the lights all the while. I'm like,
oh no.
And then like
the alarm shit itself. I mean, I shit my, oh shit, fuck.
And then like very quietly going up to an employee I trust and be like, I have to go home real quick.
Yeah.
If anybody asks, don't. Just don't. So,
if anybody asks, I died. So, I died. If they see me tomorrow, oh no, he's back.
Yeah. So I know exactly what you're talking about. I've shit my pants at work.
Yeah, dude, it's a crazy thing. Because again, like the whole feeling of like, I can't explain this to anybody. Like, I'm alone in this.
Like, Batman could not beat this information out of me.
Exactly. Oh yeah, favorite. Okay, let's see how parallel we are. Favorite Marvel or DC?
If we're talking
current state, we gotta go like just
they both fucking suck.
Okay, current
Marvel,
state,
I guess.
Current state, but overall, yeah, current state plus overall plus current state.
Yeah, Marvel, I'd say.
It's just sweet. Still parallel in parallel universes. I'm the same way. Favorite. Ooh. I mean, we've already bonded over Lord of the Rings. It seems like. So still. I mean, we did that way back in the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How are you feeling about Rings of Power?
If this means anything, I haven't really watched it.
Neither have I.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. I watched the first episode and I was like, not for me.
There's nothing overtly wrong with it. It just didn't. I don't know how to feel. I'm like, it's like, does it feel like I don't know.
I know a lot of people were like taking issue with the fact that like there's a black dwarf. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's a fantasy world. Who gives a fuck? That's
the thing. Is like I'm worried people are like, it's like, so you're a racist. No. It's like no. I just don't. I'm just not like into the show. It has nothing to do with that. If anything, that's awesome. Like, and I hope new Lord of the Rings children, young adults like latch onto it and get the same feeling that I did.
Yeah. For me, I think I was just more upset that they had the Silmarillion, because I've read the books.
Yeah.
They had the Silmarillion. They have all of this awesome content that they could have made with the Silmarillion. They're like, let's make something up completely. And I'm like, why? Come to find out later, they didn't have the rights for the Silmarillion, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for the people who just don't like it because there's a black dwarf, like, get over yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. But other parallel things. Did you ever do any LAN parties with your friends in high school?
Not at my own house, but
at other people.
Land Sharks.
At Land Sharks? Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. You play a little
betrayal.
You play any Halo?
Kinda.
What is kind of okay? So this is where we start branching.
Yeah,
this is where the universes start branching, and there's other timelines.
Because for me, I don't like FPSs.
Really,
I'm really bad at them.
Oh my god!
Yeah, betrayal.
Jesus Christ!
Lost the lead.
Yeah, gained the lead.
I did enjoy playing Halo, but I would either use the, what was it called? Thing with the needles in it. Needler. I would use a needler.
What's the thing with the needles in it? It's like, I tell you, it's not. It's like it's not
not original.
It's not that serious, dude. It's just the needler.
I liked using that. I liked using the energy sword, and I liked using the big fucking hammer.
Gravity hammer.
Yeah. No, like it was fun playing with like friends.
Screaming at 2 a.m.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I never much got into FPSs. We were like whenever we were at Land Sharks, we would do like Warcraft 3.
Warcraft 3, were you a League guy?
No.
Okay, good. Because guess what? They're not welcome on this show.
Fair. I tried.
Them and okay, wait. Did you ever get, like, after we parted, did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh?
Not really.
Thank God.
I like
yeah.
the show.
Okay, so League and Yu-Gi-Oh players can fuck off. Let's just make that clear.
Yeah.
I'm hard stancing this. I've got to have a position.
I liked the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, and like I had cards, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but like I didn't fucking know how that game worked. Yeah. It was definitely just like, this one looks really cool. I like it.
It is literally that.
Yeah.
For a while, it's just like, this is cool.
Yeah. It's only whenever you get older that people were like, oh, see, actually, the way that the point system works, I'm like, I don't fucking care. I don't care. Go touch grass, please.
Oh, man.
Yeah, League of Legends, not super into. Now, the show Arcane, fucking awesome.
That is awesome. That is. I need to finish the first season because I know the second season just came out.
Yeah,
so I'm
super good.
It's so cool looking. It's amazing.
Yeah, but everybody is like, if you like Arcane, don't play League of Legends.
Yeah. It's like
it's not the same thing.
Not
the same with Dota. Any MOBAs, I'm like, I don't get the appeal.
Right. Did you ever get well, you're not an FPSer. Did you ever get an Overwatch kick?
Not really.
I got into a serious Overwatch phase.
I like the characters. They had really cool designs.
The lore is awesome.
Yeah.
And then our boy, our out my personal Jesus Christ, like got like fired or whatever. He was like lead developer, and then it just went to shit. So
who's that?
I can't remember his name, but I just called him Jesus Christ. Good, a pretty forgettable guy.
Yeah.
No, but so
hey man, don't follow up with shit. Like I don't know. I say he's Jesus Christ. Just go with it. We can cut that in post, right?
So okay, now but I do see the branch. You ended up D&D. I'm now deeply enfranchised Magic the Gathering player.
Oh God.
I know. And like now I'm he's just like, you're not welcome on my podcast.
No. For me, it's like I know that I could get into Magic if I wanted to, but I don't have that kind of money.
No, and literally what I tell people, that anybody, if you're listening, like anybody that wants to get in, me, especially if you're in the Waco area, me and my group, you essentially can play it for free with us. Like we would literally like build you a deck or two. Anybody that like comes a couple of times, I've given so many free cards because the only way for me to play is to have people to play with.
Right.
So it's just like, I will get you in. Yes, some people do. Once they take a bite, they're just like, this is crack. And like they just like, this is delicious. And so I do give them warning ahead of time. It's like, do not buy everything. like it's like, do not do that.
Yeah. I do love the memes that I see on like TikTok of like, you're playing Magic with your friends and the guy who comes in is like, I made this deck myself. It has Fluttershy from My Little Pony as the commander, and then like the people are reacting like, "What's that fucking smell?" So I know there's two sides to that coin.
Yeah,
like the regular Magic players like you, and then the ones on the opposite end.
Wait, no, okay, so I'm regular. All right,
I would hope so. I didn't see any My Little Pony merchandise.
Yeah, I've got a few closets. I've got some closets around here. But yeah, dude, I would love to bring you over to the dark side. I would love to, if again, time permitting, I would love to do a D&D campaign. I've talked to, and I know we have a mutual friend in Lucas, and I would love to double dip there. Because he and I have talked about doing D&D for a long time. We've had same problems about the meeting up, and that's why we landed on Magic, because you don't have to have everybody there. Like, you don't have to have the full party to do it. You can kind of, make it work with who shows up.
Yeah.
And I know that's the difficult part about D&D for sure.
Yeah, another issue for a lot of people is finding a dungeon master for D&D.
Yeah, somebody that, like, go on. Yeah, you know
someone
this.
Who knows
this.
All the rules and shit, and like makes the world for everyone, because not everybody wants to do that. I fucking love doing it.
And you love playing the characters.
Exactly. Because I get to be every NPC.
For those that don't know, when you play, someone has to pretend to be all of the characters that you run into as the player. Right. And you do that. You play the pretend, you act, and do all that stuff. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure a lot of fun. Is there a few Shreks in there? I don't ever run into Shrek? Like,
I don't think they've ever run into Shrek specifically. I definitely have a repertoire of characters that I love bringing back. Chester being one of them. I have another that's like a goblin.
There's another one, and his name is
John C.
Actually, his name is actually Don Dina. No, he's like some scummy like trade prince, and he's like, "What do you want? Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn or Boston or whatever." I love doing him.
Like if I was in the campaign, I'd be like, "It's like, don't worry, guys, I got this. Hey, let me get some of that. Let me get some of that ale from you. All right, it's like, don't worry. I know, I'm speaking his language, guys."
And then there's a character two characters I've always wanted to introduce for like a low level campaign. Generally, low level people, they deal with a lot of goblins. Kobolds is another big one. Yeah. Kobolds is like the little dragon dudes.
Traditionally a 0-1 in Magic the Gathering.
And there's a bit on TikTok or somewhere that I'm sure all of y'all can find, and you might know what I'm referencing, but it's two kobolds that are like arguing with one another. One of them's like, "What are you doing with that moss?" And then the other one's like, "Sorting it." "Sorting it how?" "By taste." "I sort it by color." "Well, I'll sort it by its taste." And they just keep fucking arguing.
That's awesome.
And then like in another room, there's another kobold that's like, they're having the moss argument again.
yeah. It's like, it's happening again.
Just have the party like stumble in, and like only one of them speaks Draconic, and I'm like, you hear two kobolds that are just going back and forth with, and one of them's like, I want to hear what he's saying, and just do the whole thing for them, and they're like, what the fuck? Just it's little interactions like that in D&D that make it so much fun.
But for some reason, the most important thing you're supposed to get is in like the cupboard in their hovel. Like it's like, but this ancient artifact is inside of their home. So like you do have to
distract them with that. How do you sort moss?
Yeah, like for some reason we do have to be here for this.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I am super fucking pumped to have you here, especially rounding out the year. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed Coleman as much as I did. I'm so this episode means a ton to me.
Aww.
That you came. It's like, it's always an awkward thing. It's like, how do I reach out to somebody that like we had a connection a long time ago. Like maybe they hate me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we cannot connect again after all of this time. But it's so interesting to see everything happen. And I would really love to do the food thing, and I would really love to do the D&D stuff.
Hell
and I'm not just saying that for the show. I'm like, that would be tight.
Hell yeah, I would definitely be down.
That'd be awesome.
Because a lot of people, when they play D&D, nowadays it's over Discord. And like, that's great that you can find some way, but like, I definitely prefer to have it in person. Just because I'm so fucking distracted if I'm on a computer.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I would absolutely love to do something.
That'd be so fun.
But yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thanks for having me. Like, favorite, subscribe.
Yes, please.
Smash that bell button.
Thank you. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
All right.
Comment. And if you disliked it, dislike it too, because interactions are interactions and they're good. Do it.
Yeah, I guess you could. I guess this is very true. You could dislike it. Thank you all for listening. Have some happy holidays from me and Coleman, from Coleman and I. Happy holidays. Anything you'd like to plug before we leave?
I got nothing.
All right, cool. I was like, if you wanted to share Instagram, I don't know if you're into that or not.
I have an Instagram. It's I think it's Zabu94. It's either that or it's the real Zabu 90. Actually, no, it's the real Zabu 94. When I was trying to Twitch stream.
For those that follow me on Instagram, I will be tagging him a bunch, so you'll find him through the tags. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. And good night.
Good night.